Alright, I am streaming. Just so you
我
know.
定貓核定某我哋。
It's actually funny, I can kinda, like, I can barely keep up with the mana with just insight. I mean, I'm okay with using some pots here and there. But it's actually crazy how much the mana cost is on this compared to when I was doing, like, Frozen Orb. Which I was almost thinking about changing to Frozen Orb. Now that I'm above 30. There we go. Actually, what other gameplay settings are there? Okay. Alright, I don't think there's a keybind for what I was kinda hoping for a little bit. I was kind of hoping for a way to... I don't think I want it up all the time anyway, because it takes too much space on the screen, I think, but... I kind of like... Sorry, I accidentally muted myself trying to hit the keybind. When the belt is up like this in a way, because a lot of the times I'm mousing over my belt to see, like, what potions I need to look at picking up. So it is kind of nice having it up all the time, so I don't have to, like, mouse over it randomly, but... the problem is like, I could just, like, keep reactivating the... I rebound it to, like, alt, but the keybind to pop it up, but it doesn't stay up permanently. I think, like, if you portal or, I don't know, there's random situations where I feel like it just goes away, and I don't really know what triggers that, but... We leveled again. I think we are very close. It looks like we have +5 skill points, so I think next level... Wait, no. Yeah, wait. Either we just... Base is 20. No, actually, we just maxed it. So we are officially done putting points into Nova. Which is interesting. That means we're gonna be... We can still put some points into static to get more damage, but other than that, it's only really lightning mastery, I guess, will give us more damage. I wonder if lightning mastery is more important than static. What does the guide say to do? Oh. So when you reach level 30, it has you respec for the leveling guide. Huh. Okay. I guess we can go clean out. We still have cube space, but we're right here anyway. At a waypoint, we might as well. Oops, I hit cancel. Oh, wait, what used to go... Or maybe I just got new stuff. Oh, I also have to mule things at some point. Let's do that now. Our next strip, we're not going to really be wanting to log out too much unless we, like, happen to find a waypoint or whatnot. We're kind of in a really good spot right now to log out, so... Let's mule over a few things, I think. Maybe we make a jewelry mule for now. To save all of these rings and amulets we're saving, and then we'll transfer them all to a high level eventually and do mass combining. Is that all of them? I think so. And then let's finally make a, here, we'll make it a Necro or whatever. It doesn't really matter what class it is. We'll make a Jewels character, not to be confused with the jewelry character. And we'll finally give her all these jewels. Is that... I think that's all of them? And then we'll get on the gem character. And try and sort. This is kind of a fun sorting. We're getting close to being full, but not quite there yet. Alright. So let's see. I think we're better off going with what we need. So we need the square rubies. We need these topaz. And these topaz. One more. We need 2 more amethyst. Which... we combined a bunch of amethyst, so it makes sense that we're not done that yet. And then as for our personal inventory... we are good there, we're good there. Wait. Oh, wait, no, I did that the wrong... Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, I fucked up. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think that is all the gems we need to save. Everything else here can either be combined or gotten rid of, I think. So the only thing we need to look for is... for little stuff, is skulls and the flawed diamonds. Flawed Diamond, regular Diamond, and then pretty much all the skulls except for Flawless, which we pick up Flawless anyway, so it doesn't matter. In order to fill up the rest here. And then that will be all the ones we save for now. That means everything in here can just be combined and eventually move to a perfect gem mule. So we can get back on... we didn't do... Whatever, we'll do gear later. Worst case, we can use her personal tab for now for some gear. I'm not too worried about it. At this difficulty, we're not going to find that much gear to save anyway. But yeah, let's do... Oh, I can't put my cube in there. So probably gonna try my best to ignore. Don't lie, you pick up everything. Well, no, I don't know if you were here to see my gem mule, or you're referencing the gear part. I do pick up a lot of gear. I do, but I don't. You should see him. He's crazy. He leaves nothing on the ground. I'm just trying to fill up a gear mule of all the different, You did see the clean gem mule? Yeah. And then these ones I'm just gonna stop picking up everything but the diamonds and the skulls. Now. At least for lower than flawless. So that way I'll stop having so many, like, all over the place. This tab should fill up slower. And then rings and amulets I get yelled at by Big Daddy to, I'm just kidding, it's fine. To combine them, so I've been saving for that. I will sometimes save things for alts where I'm like, this will help my alt level. I do that a lot, for sure. We don't have any more of those. Big Daddy knows his stuff. Oh, whoa, I just put not the right gem in there. Anyway, we actually can, if we're done picking up some of these things, and if we can't combine them, then I think we might as well get rid of them if they're not flawless, right? Like, these can't be combined and we're not picking them up anymore. I think everything that's not flawless that's left. Yeah, I think that's fine. We can just toss all this. How are you doing tonight, Amonos? I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Had a pretty good day. Felt, I was talking earlier on my previous stream about how I have days where I, like, kinda don't feel great, if that makes sense. Like, not bad, but, like, I guess it's more so I feel normal those days, and then I have other days where, like, I feel really light and everything, and I just feel really good. So today's been one of those, yeah, you just kind of feel meh. But then you have those days where you feel like you're feeling really good. How's it going, Big Daddy? But yeah, the earlier I went into it a lot more about how good I was feeling today. So it's been a good day. especially with my diet too, I've been more like, since I've been dieting, I've been more aware of kind of like my body. I pay attention to it a little bit more. And the days that I feel more meh, sometimes I also feel like, oh, I'm such a fat ass loser, you know, and like, but today I feel like, you know, light on my feet, like I'm jogging up and down the stairs and I feel fine. Other days I just feel really lethargic. But I think more recently I was feeling really lethargic because I kicked up my exercising uh, regimen. And I think because of that I wasn't used to it yet, and now I think I'm starting to get used to it. I'm not hurting as much. Which I think is probably helping too. Bad for emotional eating? Yeah. I'm not... I wouldn't say I emotionally eat, but sometimes I set weird standards for things I like to do. Like, if a new, like, PoE league starts, or a game I'm really interested comes out in, like, before I started my diet, I'd be like, yeah, for this game, I'm gonna, like, get all kinds of junk and soda and all this, like, caffeine and all these, like, yummy things because I'm excited for the launch and I wanna eat junk food, you know? I don't do that anymore because it's a slippery slope. I've done that in the middle of diets before, where I'm, like, trying to diet, but I'm like, this new game's coming out, I'll take, like, 2 or 3 cheat days. Well, that turns into 2 or 3 cheat weeks, which then turns into 2 or 3 cheat months. And then I put all my weight back on. So, I've been trying to do better about things like that. I will still take cheat days every now and then, you know, like, I've actually been really craving ice cream for the past, like, week and a half. I'm really tempted to... Yeah, the ladder reset snacks, yeah, right? You gotta have them. I've been really tempted to go out for an ice cream to, like, we have an ice cream place that's, like, 15 minutes down the road. I thought about taking, like, one cheat day to do that. I don't think I've had a cheat day in about 3 weeks, so... I don't even know if they're still open. The weather's, where I live, it's starting to get cold, so... I don't know when they stop, having their little ice cream window being open for the winter. Which obviously it's not winter yet, but it's like... is it like 40 degrees out right now? Which might not mean anything to you guys, unless you're... 'Cause I know you guys aren't from the US, so you use the good system and not the dumb system. Love you some ice cream, better go have a look. Yeah, right? Dude, their portions are ridiculous, too. Like, last time I went there, I ordered a medium, and no joke, the medium was like 9 scoops of ice cream. It's insane. So it's like, I ended up eating like half of it and then saving the other half for another day last time I went there. Close to freezing. Yeah, so 30... Like, 30 is roughly, like, the start of freezing, and it's probably... Let me look at the temperature. Right now. 41. So it's... Yeah. It's pretty cold. What's the go-to flavor? I'm kind of a basic bitch. I really just like mint chocolate chip, honestly. Sometimes we have, like... They used to have this one called Death by Chocolate, and I think they renamed it to, Oh, what was it called? It was like something boating related. It was really weird. $100 degrees? God damn. Fuck that. That's like... We almost never hit that number where I live in the summer. Did I still have? I wasn't paying attention. Okay. No, it looks like we did save everyone, so we can move on. But yeah, I really like chocolate. So like the flavors that are like a ton of chocolate. Mint chocolate chip's really good. But I don't really experiment very often either because I don't wanna spend the money to try an ice cream I might not like, you know? Like I've always wanted to try pistachio because I actually really like I like the actual, like, what are they considered a nut? Like the actual pistachio nuts that you get in bags. I really like those, so it's like maybe I'd like pistachio ice cream, but what if I buy this ice cream and then I don't like it? They might, but I'm introverted and antisocial, so I never want to try and like ask for one. I barely want to go to the order window and ask for something. It's funny though saying that being like a streamer where I like talk to people in chat and stuff, but like I don't know. I don't know why it's so different for me. I don't do good talking to people face to face. And I don't know. I just have a bad time holding up conversation in person too. Like I don't like just like chatting with someone about the weather or something, but for some reason I can chat to you guys about the weather and it's fine and different. I don't know. But yeah, whenever I'm in like a social situation in real life, I'm just very quiet. I usually don't talk. Unless spoken to. Or sometimes, like, at family gatherings, me and my cousin get along really well. Because we're both into, like, gaming-related stuff, so a lot of the times it's, a lot of times we'll shoot the shit and talk about games that we're interested in and what we've been playing recently and stuff like that, and I think that helps move the conversation. But other than that, it's, someone says to me, like, hey, how you been? I was like, good, you? And they say good, and that's usually the end of the conversation. Okay. So, is Lightning Mastery gonna be more damage? It goes from 98 to 110%. So I gain 12% lightning damage, or is does this scale the same? Does this lightning damage and this lightning damage scale the same? The 5% from static field versus the 12% from lightning mastery? I'm not sure which one scales harder. I guess I'll just do static field for now, because more levels into static field is going to make the area of it bigger, which means we can, play a little more safe and stay far away as we shock things. How big is the range of it? Oh wow, it's like from here to that guy. That's pretty crazy. We can keep pretty good distance and even, like, kite and stuff like that with it now, because of that range. Very cool, very cool. Hopefully we'll be able to get set up enough soon that we'll be able to start gambling for goals again and stuff like that. We have to level a character to 11. I realized last night, I talked about how I was going to get the Sorc to 11 and gamble. One, it dawned on me that I played the Sorc past 11 off stream just while I was winding down, getting ready to bed, going to bed and everything. And I didn't want to... I forgot anyway until I was like 16, and then I remembered, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to gamble off stream anyway. So then I was like, I guess I just have to level the new character to 11 at some point, which shouldn't take too long. Just start the game on frickin' players 5, and I'll probably crank to 11 in no time at all. Or hell, maybe after stream tonight, I'll just off-stream work on getting a character to 11 rather than just, like, plucking away this character more. Maybe that's what I'll do for, like, the 30 minutes before I go to bed. And then that way, at some, like, tomorrow night, we'll be able to do some gambling. For the goal, baby, the goal! I need to figure out, what's it called? What was I gonna say? Shit. What was I gonna need to figure? Oh. I need to figure out how emote stuff works on Twitch. I keep meaning to look into it, but I'm so, like... I've been trying to stream as much as possible, so right now my life has been, like... do work stuff, finish work stuff, eat ASAP, and then, like, start streaming. And, like, during the day, it's, like, wake up and either, if it's exercise day, then exercise. if it's... Oh, wait, hold on. We need to go do Anya. We didn't find the passage. But yeah, the, what's it called? It's either, if it's exercise day, I exercise and then get on the computer and usually release whatever YouTube videos I need to release for that day, and then start streaming, like, ASAP. So it's like... I try to get live as much and as quickly as possible after I finish my normal routine stuff that I haven't spent the time to, like, look into too much. I think tomorrow I'm gonna finally have, I'll be caught up on some YouTube stuff for a couple days, so I'll have some extra time that I can look into some stream stuff. And I'll look into, when I get emotes, and I don't know if I have to be affiliate to get any. I don't know if I have any available right now that I'm just not utilizing, because I know you have, like, a certain amount based on your channel status. I'm fairly certain that's how it works, anyway. And then as you become a bigger streamer, you're allowed to have more and more emotes. But I'll try to do that research soon. And then I gotta figure out what I want to do for emotes, and if I'm capable of making them myself. With my very limited art skills. I have a friend who I don't talk to as much anymore, but she's a tattoo artist. I wonder if she has any... I wonder if she'd be willing to, like, if I came up with an idea, if it'd be easy for her to make one, or if she might only really do, like, hand-drawn stuff, she might not do too much digital. A lot to think about, a lot to figure out. Man, we are leveling quick. I guess we're just killing really fast now, so it's like we're really just zooming. Insight, we don't have to worry about, like, running out of mana pots and stuff. Although, if we super spam on things, we do run out of mana, and it takes a little bit for it to come back. But that's fine, we just pop a pot every now and then, more pots drop, then I don't think we'd ever really run out as long as we pick them up every now and then. Oh, that War Scepter might be good to grab. Let's go make room. We're making progress, though. We're getting there. hopefully we can, depending on how, like, things go, we're still early into the stream, we might be able to finish, like, Act 2, maybe partially into Act 3 Nightmare tonight. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, I apparently picked up an emerald by mistake. And then, with any luck, tomorrow, get to hell and actually start freaking farming. Anya has been saved. Get us our resistances. Back to Crystalline Passage, and then zoom our way to the next area. Let's go. So I guess the plan is probably going to be, as soon as this build starts falling off or I run into immunities, I'll probably stick with this build till then, and then probably, I don't know, change to... What do you guys think? I'm probably going to need some dual element for hell, right? So, just like Frozen Orb, Meteor Sorc seems to be the popular, unless someone has a better recommendation. I know Blizzard is good for just Mephisto farming, but I have to be able to get to Mephisto. I can't just have Blizzard, I don't think. Which I have the respec launcher parameter in now. So I could just go like Frozen Orb Fire until I get to Mephisto eventually, and then just respec into Cold while I farm him, and then worst case respec off if I go to farm something else. I do want to try not to abuse the respecking too much. I don't want to do, like... I don't want to do, like, every zone, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna go farm this zone and they're ice immune, so let me go respec to full lightning or something, and then... Like, I just don't want to be, like, spamming it a million times, so spamming it, or, like, doing it every now and then, I feel like is probably okay. There is something in my mouse thing. Making it feel weird to move it. How am I looking on keys? 9 out of 12. We can pick those up. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I am pretty curious how Hell is gonna feel in this character, because, like, I'm probably gonna be higher level than my other Sorc even was when I start Hell. I wonder if I'll be able to make my way through. And I never respect that Sorc, so she wasn't, like, optimally built either. So I wonder, like, optimally built, a little higher level, I wonder how it will be trying to get... Because ideally, I think, like, I want to push to Ancient Tunnel, probably. And farm that. I really liked farming that area. Until we get some extra levels past that, and then once we level up enough, we'll try to push the rest of Hell and get TZ zones unlocked, and then when it's a TZ zone that doesn't have immunities for us, we'll mess around in that. I always call it TZ zone, even though TZ is already terrorized zone, so I'm basically saying terrorized zone. But I don't know why just saying TZ doesn't feel right. But I probably make myself look like a fool. Probably because I am a fool. Man, do we need the... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go AFK for a few, guys. I just, it's not long. I just got a sudden quick work thing to do. Sorry, sometimes this shit happens. It shouldn't take me too long, I hope. Sorc's going well. I've been enjoying it. I'll talk more about it when I get back. Let me just go get this over with, and then it should be quick. And then I think I'll use the restroom too. So it might be like 10 minutes max. I apologize. Okay, that sucked, guys. I'm sorry. Ended up being longer than I thought it was gonna be. I have no gauge of how long I was gone, but I think it was longer than the 10 minutes that I said. Yep. It does. I don't even know what I was doing. A bit, yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah, I thought, ended up being... I thought I was just gonna have to print out a form. I ended up having to print out, fill out, scan it, and then email it. And, it took a little bit longer than intended.
We are the spirits of...
Oh, that went really smooth. Ancients got crushed. But with any luck, I think we should be good for the rest of, the rest of the stream, I hope. It's been good. It was really rough in the low levels. Mainly just being in Act 1 and being kinda... Because I'm playing on Players 5, I ended up kinda leveling pretty quickly. So the mana potions in Act 1 felt like they did nothing. And that was pretty rough. I had to, like... I would activate, like, 2 of, like, the shitty mana potions, and then it was still, like, cast, wait 5 seconds, cast, wait 5 seconds for it to, like, actually generate enough mana, even with the potions running. But once we got to Act 2, it really started to smooth out, because the light potions there felt a whole lot better. Yeah, they got me the mana back quicker, so that was nice. And then, obviously, now that we have... As soon as we got to put, like, Spirit on, it started feeling better, of course, with that mana pool going up by quite a bit. And then... the... Insight, just super nice as well. Still can't, like, unlimited spam, but it's closer. If we want unlimited spam, we still gotta actually use some pots here and there. But yeah, it's feeling pretty nice so far. I like it. I did, the last Sorc I leveled, I did Fireball. And that was kind of miserable. You had to actually aim. Right now I can just, like, walk up to a group of mobs and just unleash. I don't have to, like, aim my abilities and shit. But, Now that I'm above 30, I'm actually 38, Jesus. I'm not sure where I stand with, whether I want to be changing to, like, Frozen Orb or this. I'm not sure which I like more. I think I like the playstyle of Frozen Orb more, but I'm wondering if this is more damage. Yeah. I've heard it's better. It's better for if you're doing duo element, though, is what I've heard. Like, it can do more damage with less points invested, if that makes sense. Like, Blizzard is better when you really start putting, like, all the masteries into it. But if you're trying to spec fire and... Yeah, if you're trying to do fire and cold, Frozen Orb ends up being a bit better. That's what I've heard, anyway. Which, I may have to go duo element until I get better stuff. Yeah, less energy, so you get max. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. But the good thing is, with that launch parameter set, we could try different things if we wanted to. We can respec whenever we want. But as I was saying before, I don't really want to abuse it too much. I don't want to just, like, sit here and constantly respec, but at least it lets us do more than the 3 free ones it gives us. Respec on the way to suit your needs and to see what feels best for you. Yeah. Oh boy, Lightning Enchanted. This next wave worries me a little bit. If I'm gonna get stunned a whole bunch. I'm getting stunned a whole bunch, but I did manage to kill them. Not bad. Non-endgame Sorc is basically for farming specified spots for to gear up, yeah. It's probably what I plan on mostly doing. I think what my plan is probably gonna be, I think this is my order of operations. I think I get my Sorc as far as I can, just sticking with Nova. Once I either hit immunities or the damage feels like it's like falling off or something, I switch to Frozen Orb Meteor, so that way I have dual elements for resistances. And then use that to level up in Hell and make it through Hell Campaign. And then once I get through Hell Campaign, then maybe consider respecking to, like, Blizzard and just specific target farm, like Mephisto or something like that. Went pretty good. Man, I really like Sorc for those boss kills. For just static field spamming, and then a few spells kills them. Pretty freaking juicy.
Hello.
Hello. Static is OP for sure. After playing frickin' Druid. Yeah. This is one of the first times I've had so many points into it. And it is so nice. Oh shit. You knew it. Damn, you knew exactly what that was before I even ID'd it. That's someone who's played the game forever. Yeah, I planned on going back for the loot. I was just making room. Do you guys think it's worth losing the resistances for the +1 skill level? No. Okay. So I'll just stash it. Dig odds. Only to pre-buff? Gotcha. Speaking of buffing, half the time I let my frozen armor fall off, probably. I forget about it. I wish I had, like, a buff tracker. Like, the only way I know that it's on is if I look at the little animation that's around me.
Greetings.
Alright. We are now in Nightmare. Definitely going quicker than the Druid, which is nice. As much as I love the Druid. What does my follower have for a helmet? I don't think my follower has jack shit for a helmet. Yeah, look at my follower's helmet. What a gamer.
I'll put that to good use.
A good spot is Mephisto Nightmare. You can respect a blizzard there. Wouldn't it be hard to... I mean, unless I just respec again later. But wouldn't it be hard to make it through hell as just blizzard, though? Any element? Well, what about, like, Frozen or Meteor? So you have two elements. That's at least what I always see is recommended for, to, like, get through immunities and get through the, like, hell until you have the gear to be able to do one element. Yeah, Orb Hydra, Orb Meteor. I was planning on, like, yeah, Orb Meteor just to get through... Just to get through Hell. And then once I'm through Hell campaign, then respec to Blizzard and just target farm the things that Blizzard is good for, like Mephisto and stuff. The specific areas. That was kind of my original goal. And that'd be what, like roughly... That'd be roughly like 3 respecs anyway, which isn't too, like... Isn't too cheatsy. Oh, I think I did need one of those diamonds to fill out my gem collection. What specific gear am I looking for? Honestly, I don't really know. I'm trying to, like... I mean, obviously I want runes because of solid rune words and stuff like that, but, yeah, I mean, just kind of, like, finding new items. Like, obviously I want to... If I'm gonna play the Sorc, I want to gear the Sorc up to be, like... strong, so ideally whatever is good for a Sorc, but I know it depends on what I'm trying to do as a Sorc, and I haven't really decided that, right? But even, like, even if you wanted to do, like, a pure element Sorc, you kind of need, like, infinity or something, though, right? Or is a Sunder charm enough for just a pure element Sorc? Probably not. But then that just goes back to needing runes. Good night.
Good morning.
Thunder is fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those situations where, like, I am building the Sorc to be a farmer in, you know, like, the specific places where she farms. But it's just difficult because there's other stuff that I want to farm too. So it's like... I guess I just have to do, like, I do want to do Terra Zones as well, but I guess I just have to do very specific Terra Zones. The ones that I can do. If I'm like a Blizzard Sorc, I'd have to just wait for one that has no cold immunities. But yeah, I wouldn't mind, like, trying to farm a Tal set for a Sorc like that. So wherever you'd go best to farm a Tal Sorc, if I can do that as a Sorc. And then, yeah, just rune words for some of the things that I'd like to build eventually, like... maybe someday an Enigma if I can, but I don't know if that'll ever happen, because high runes are high runes, but... Meth runs, yeah. All will work with Meth and Nightmare and later in Hell. And then obviously just Nightmare Andy I want to farm for rings. I'd love to find my own, like, SOJs for my characters and stuff, or things like that. Naggle rings for more MF and things like that. At least for my, like, early on goals. Eventually. I guess what I'd probably do is... probably try and get through Hell with whatever means necessary, whether I need to stop and grind, like, ancient tunnels or something that doesn't have immunities, but is like a TC-85 zone. Something that will just get me experience. Until I'm high enough level to comfortably make it through Hell. Get through Hell difficulty, or maybe even if I just make it to Act 3. and then go start farming Mephisto on either Nightmare or Hell to get Magic Find gear. And then from there, I don't know. By then, I'll probably be sick of boss farming, and I'll want to do some, like... I guess if chest runs are the best way... I find chest runs a little boring, but if chest runs are the best way, do some chest runs for runes. And then maybe, at that point, bounce between Mephisto runs and chest runs, and... I mean, they're just chest runs, right? I assume I can do them on a Sorc? Unless there's, like, things in the way that you need to kill that are resistances, I guess. That's for Sorc, you don't really need to kill, yeah. Is, what are the words I'm looking for? Shit, shit, I don't know what I was gonna ask. God damn it. Oh. I've heard, if I remember correctly, I don't think Magic Find affects rune drops, right or wrong? I can't remember. Does not? Okay. Just speed. Okay, so chest runs. It doesn't matter what gear I have on, just do them as fast as possible. For the runes from, like, player 7, player 8 chest runs. Does the game still have a... Wait, no, I'm in offline. Never mind. I was gonna ask if there's still a limit to the amount of games you can create, because I remember when I used to play online, way, way back in the day, and I would do some of the really quick farms, I would hit, like, a certain cap on the amount of, like, lobbies I can make, and then I'd have to, like, wait 15 minutes to be able to make a new game. Not anymore. And yeah, I'm offline anyway, so I imagine that wouldn't matter regardless. That's good, though. It's actually funny, lightning enchanted mobs are... It's easier to kill them with Nova than it is to kill them with, like... The static is actually very ineffective against the lightning enchanted mobs. It's better off just nuking them with Nova, I think. I guess lightning resistance really affects how much shock works, or static works. But yeah, other than that, other than those items, bases in order to make, like, rune words for my Merc eventually, like, obviously, like, a Monarch for a Spirit Shield is a goal, a decent chest to make Treachery out of for my follower. That's another goal that I'll strive for at some point. Not sure when, but Monarch will come in hell, yeah. Which, if I like chill in hell to level up in like a TC 85 zone, then I might just find that stuff that I need anyway. It's also going to depend on what level I am by the time I hit hell, because playing on players 5, I'm leveling so quickly, so it's like I'm going to be much higher level than my other Sorc, I think, very, very quickly. Any elite base is fine, even exceptional is fine. Since there's no defensive bonuses, gotcha. I'm probably not leveling up another Sorc, I don't think. I don't think I need to save that. And even so, I think Leaf is better anyway. If I were to do a Fire Sorc. I need to get frickin' Kane unlocked. I already saved one Angelic, so I don't think I need the second one. Oh, fuck. Save it. I can buy it back. Uh, 6% poison res. I'll save that. You can use 2 to get it. Does that give you 2p set bonus, though? Isn't the set bonus what matters for that, or no? Oh, if you use 2 plus the neck, you get double the attack rating? What? Wait, can you use 2 of a set bonus? What the fuck? Wild. I would have never guessed. Yeah, now I just need to get the amulet, and our frickin' Barb and... Our Barb and Paladin leveling is gonna be poppin'. We're gonna be hitting all the things. I hope. A full Sigon set is fun for him with the Shiver Club and Angelic, yeah. I already have the club, or at least one. For Barb, I think I'd like a second. I need the amulet, and then I have, what, 2 pieces of Sigon at the moment, but I'm sure as soon as I start farming bosses on the Sorc, I'll get the rest of Sigon pretty fast. Drops like... Okay. Oh, do you not want a second one for the Barb? Oh, Sigon Shield. I guess I just need a different skill to level as. The last time I leveled Barb, I did, like, the double swing, which I think requires dual wielding, right? I guess I just have to level as a different skill. Both are fine. I really enjoyed Double Swing, and that was without even being, that was without really having any gear to put on him. I like Double Swing into Frenzy. Honestly, I would love to get a Frenzy Barb built, like, no joke. I had so much fun with Double Swing into Frenzy up until it, like, the attack rating and everything really started to fall off, then it wasn't fun. But if I could actually, like, hit reliably on a Frenzy Barb, I would, even if it's slower than playing, like, a Sorc and stuff, I would love to just run around and farm on a Frenzy Barb. I think that'd be so much fun. But I think I need, like, at least Grief and I don't know what else. Which means getting high runes. Did I get the waypoint here already? I don't... Oh, yes, I did. Okay, we can leave, then. Actually, do you need to dual-wield Grief? Or do you use a... What's the second weapon on a Frenzy Barb? Which is even crazier at that point. We'll see. It's all gonna depend on how drops come. Like, I have no idea what it's like farming on players like 8 and stuff. Like, I don't know how hard it's gonna be to find high runes. Yeah, no, I was just theory crafting, or not really theory crafting, that's the wrong word, but I was basically just saying that I need ridiculous gear to play a Frenzy Barb, but I would love to play one someday. So then I was kind of talking about all the crazy gear that I need. Not trying to say I'd get it or anything, because I probably won't. Ow.
Thank you.
I hate archers, I hate archers, I hate archers. Of course Griswold's gonna be lightning enchanted, because why not? Actually, maybe this time... Wait. No, static isn't doing anything. Wait, is it even hitting? Or does it... Maybe it's not going to take him any lower than that. What a beefer. Frickin' lightning immune. I'm gonna blow through all my potions just trying to kill Griswold. What a beast. Yeah, I know things hit harder. That was just spicy. We're still on players 5 too, so players 5, lightning, frickin' extra lightning res and all that jazz. Lightning enchanted makes them lightning tanky. Yeah, I'm way over leveled and things are still hitting that hard. It's crazy. Oh, and amped, yeah. That was true. I see what you mean. Yeah, the curse. The curse definitely didn't help. Alright, well, let's refill on our potions again. From all that killing we just did. Probably don't really need that short war bow, but we'll grab it. What do we need? One more mana pot. Okay. Ooh, we capped off static field now. So I guess just lightning mastery, right? A cure helm for Merc will help. Yeah, I need to keep an eye out for gray helmets. I haven't been doing that, honestly, and try to get a 3-socket one. That or Telly for cheaper TP. Alright. Oh, look, we got the Arctic Horn. I've actually heard, I might save one, honestly. I've actually heard people say that low level, it's a, in case I do make a bow Amazon, it's actually, like, a really good first weapon. Like, 9 to 21 damage at level 2 actually carries for, like, a decent little bit. So we finished Tristram, we got all that all good and everything, so now we continue on. Yeah, I remember I was gonna try to play a, bow Amazon one league. I think it was right when 2.4 came out, when they got, like, bow Amazons got a bit of a buff. I was gonna play them. And I saw, like, one of the guides I looked at said to try to get, like, an Arctic bow for early leveling, and I was like, I looked through all my mules, and I was sad that I didn't, like, save one. I do need to get back into the picking up Gray's mindset. Oh, look. That's the wrong button, by the way. I'm hitting Frost Nova. I know. I am saving it. I'm just mad. I'm just mad. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. For anyone who might be wondering why I'm mad, in case I had people who weren't here, I leveled a druid, a summon druid, all the way through Nightmare until I unlocked Hell, and then I did like 3 Nightmare Cow runs, and or no, two Nightmare Cow runs, and like some TZ Countess farming, and all that time I never found a single 4 socket, and I ended up having to waste my last quest on it because I wanted to get my spirit before I made my Sorc. I wanted to get Spirit, Insight, and Lore made before I made the Sorc. And so I was farming, like, if I would have gotten the 4 socket in Act 1 Nightmare on the Druid, I would have stopped playing the Druid and made this character. Like, that's how... But I just never got it. And then, of course, I play this character, and I get to Nightmare, and Act 1 Nightmare, I get the frickin' 4 socket sword. Oh boy. Good times, good times. It's fine. Ow, 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 ow. Oh boy, that's a lightning immune. Goodbye, mister. I could have had my follower kill it, but... Why kill it when I can run away like a little girl, right? We are 43. Man, I'm trying to remember when I was playing online without being able to play on players, like, where I was at 43. Man, I want to say I might have been in, like, Act 3 Nightmare. Crazy. Crazy what the player's difficulty increasing can do for you. I should probably start keeping an eye out for, I don't know if I find them yet, but the full rejuves. Because, like, right there, I was, like, almost dying, and my flasks weren't healing me very quickly. If I had full rejuve set up, it might have been... I mean, obviously, it probably would have saved me. I mean, I could grab, like, normal rejuves or something and just spam a couple of them. Oh, 3 normal rejuves make 1 full? Oh, I didn't know that. That, I mean, I guess we could. Like, is that worth it, though? Like, taking the time to pick those up? But I guess it's not that hard to pick them up. The more you know. Oh, an amulet. That could be our other character's amulet. Maybe. I apparently picked up a antidote potion I did not mean to. Man, why does my character's voice sound so, like... Is it supposed to sound, like, echoey? Is that the point of it? It feels so distant. Like, my character just said some shit and it sounded like she was, like, across the room speaking. Okay. Where are we? We're inventory full. Let's go make room so we can make some money off that sphere. Also, I'm curious if we got our angelic amulet. Hey, there it is. Cool. Everything else here is being saved. For combining later. This is being saved to make a second. Try to get a better rolled spirit eventually. Oh, right. I made all that room to grab the sphere and then almost didn't grab the sphere. Genius! Oh man, I'm so excited to be, like, caught back up on the, like, getting set up on offline again, like... The reroll is tough going through the leveling process again, and I did it twice because I was stupid. I really should have just put up with the Sorc. I probably shouldn't have did the Druid, but whatever. Like I said, I want one up anyway. If I get a Fire Sunder Charm, I might respec that Druid to Fire. And then it'll be doing Fizz, like some Fizz, Fire, and then also Sundering the Fire. And I think it could be a cool farming character for things that the Sorc can't do. Yeah, Molten Boulder Fissure, yeah, one of those. Or, I mean, yeah. I don't know why I said one of those. That build. Act 2 Rocky Tomb. No fire immunes, level 83. Nice. Is that Is Rocky Tomb and Stony Tomb two different ones, or is Stony Tomb Rocky? It's Stony Tomb. Okay. That's what I was farming on my Sorc for a bit. Because there's, the only cold immune is in there is the boss at the end. So I farmed it for a bit on my Sorc. Although I didn't have the Cure helmet. So the poison got really annoying. There's a whole bunch of poison skellies, and if you don't dodge them... Wait, I thought we killed him. Did he somehow get revived? Wait, what just happened? Why strength? So I don't have to respec if I eventually get spirit, but unless you're not supposed to use spirit on a Sorc. I always have. No. Yeah, I just always try to get the strength just to get ready for it. Like I was saying before, I just didn't want to... I don't know. I know, like... I don't know. I'm weird. I guess. I know I have the infinite respec thing enabled, but I wanted to try to, like, conserve it the best I can. Which, I mean, I guess I'm respecing later on anyway, but... Essentially, I'm just trying to preserve my... I don't, like, even though I have the infinite respec on, I don't want to just, like, freely, infinitely respec, like, a trillion times, because that just feels like I'm cheesing the game a little bit, if that makes sense. So I was trying to, like, very limit my, respecs a bit, but it's really just me being dumb. Thinking that way. I really should just say fuck it and just respec whenever I have it enabled. Who gives a shit, you know? I guess. Yeah, I just had online logic where I didn't want to blow in, like, one of my 3 very limited respecs to, like, obviously I know I'm single player where I can do it infinitely, but I didn't want to blow one of my very limited respecs just to change strength, you know? I like saving them for, like, bigger respecs where I'm, like, fully changing my build. Which is why I usually just build up the strength early, but I mean, I know you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm stupid and I'm just explaining why I'm dumb. Essentially. But for now I'll stop putting points into it. Just respec and make it right. Alright, for you I'll respec and make it right. Yeah, oh shit, I just sold whatever. I sold some rings. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't mean to. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. They're gonna stay gone. We'll find more. Yeah, I don't know, I was trying to make the decision before, of which one to max first, and I don't know, I decided to do that one just because, I don't know. I wanted to, like, increase the range of it so I could use it farther away against bosses, but it's really not a big deal. I can't remember the button to only put, like, 10 in. What do we need for gear? 60 for the belt. We don't need any more. We don't need any decks. What is that? I guess we can test on vitality. Shift. Okay, so shift does all the points. Oh, so there's no... Is there no command just to do 10? Maybe I'm thinking of, that might have been Project D2 that lets you do, like, 10 at a time with a certain key combination. Alright, so I guess we just do everything else into... I think, didn't Control... Oh, no, wait, Control did do... What is that, 5 at a time? 53, 58, yeah. Okay, so Control does 5 at a time, but I think we're putting all in anyway now. There we go. Wait, why is my life not showing? There we go. Yeah, I don't think I need it in, at least not right now. Okay, so we need tele, we need telekinesis, teleport, static, nova, maxed out, lightning mastery. Do we even need frozen armor? I had Frost Nova before to chill things, but I didn't, I never used it, so... Oh yeah, 1 in warmth, that's right, yep. And then I guess that leaves us, we could just max out Lightning Mastery and then have a few extra points for Static. I did do Frozen Armor. Yeah, I did that already. If that's what you mean by armor. Okay. So I guess just the rest in 19 points into Lightning Mastery, and then another 4 points into Static, probably. That sound good before I do it. Yeah, okay. Boom! Respock complete. Blast all the things. Wait. Wait, what did I do? Oh! I understand. I wasn't high enough level to max it. I almost put points in strength. I'm just so used to my... I usually do like 2 points into strength, 3 points into vitality. As I like level up and everything. That would have been... I would have been able to just like feel Big Daddy just cringe. Another respec. I would not be surprised if I do that at some point. Oh no, wait, we got a lightning immune in there. Okay. I give up. We're not fighting it.
Thank you.
Offline for mistakes and respecs to test out what feels better. Yeah. But yeah, I would not be surprised if I'm talking at some point, just ranting about something, and I just go like muscle memory mode and put points into strength when I level up, just because it's usually what I do. Would not be surprised. Healing potion, healing potion, healing potion. I picked up something I don't want. I hate these guys. They have such high lightning res. The frickin' Afflicteds. They always take so many attacks to kill. It's ridiculous. They were like that going through normal, too. They do shoot lightning out of their squishy bits, yep. Yeah, you definitely can feel that higher res for sure. The struggle. If a 4x partisan drops, keep it. Are you saying that because you saw a gray one drop that I didn't touch, or is because I can go back for it if I did leave one behind? Oh, okay. I'll try to keep an eye out. Keeping an eye out for things. Oh, 2-socket. I guess I'll grab it. The decent Act 2 mark weapon, gotcha. Man. Aw, she died. No. I'm gonna be next. Maybe I just, like... Either I try to kill all the other stuff, drink some poison potions before. Probably a good idea. That's another thing that I almost never do. Is it 10 just like the thawing? Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can try and get this guy dead. Get him, follower. Okay. The lightning immune is dead. Yeah, I was told it increases the duration of the buff it gives. Oh my god! No, no, no. No. What the fuck? I have never seen so many afflicteds in my life.
Thank you.
Yeah, it'll raise your... It'll, like... I think... I don't know how much res it gives you, but I was at 80% cold res when I did the cold one in normal. Ow, 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 ow. Man, yeah, static just doesn't do anything either. They're just super lightning res. God damn, man. Like... That was so many. Did you guys happen to see it when I opened the door, or were you not paying attention? Because no joke, I think I want to go clip that. That was freaking insane. Yeah, so chug 10 potions and we are at 85% poison res. Yeah, double boss pack? Yeah, that was crazy. We did it! I am so done with that zone, though. Jeez, I'm crow. Oh, I don't know why I thought a Rondel was a frickin' Pally shield. Oh, you know what I just remembered? I have my body armor to put on my follower. Looking at this body armor just reminded me of it. I was waiting till I got high enough level. Or actually, she needs a lot of strength. She might not even have enough strength yet. 86. Oh, she does. Wait. Yeah, she's good.
I'll put that to good use.
Okay. Shit. Whatever, we can teleport and find it later. We never found the waypoint, and Catacomb level 2 is one of the few waypoints we wanted. Because Nightmare Andy isn't bad to farm, but we can teleport around and find it later. Sometimes I forget I'm a Sorc and I can just freaking teleport all over the world. For free. My other character can with a staff, but I never did because that costs money, guys. No one wants to spend money. Not cool. Ow. No exploding on me, mobs. That's not nice. It's very rude. Ain't no one got time for that. For farming, you put some points into mana so you can tele without drinking too much. Oh, really? It's so nice to be away from those frickin' lightning immunes. If you prefer. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not against it. But I'm also kind of used to, usually I end up having to drink a little bit to teleport. But maybe I'll try some points into energy. How much do you have to put in for it to like, not have to really drink while you're teleporting? Or at least not drink too much. Because even without it, it feels like I can already go quite a bit. But definitely not, like, it depends on how far I have to go, for sure. Oh, you just drink? Gotcha. Yeah, I don't mind just drinking. Especially on single player, if I know where I'm going, too. I feel like there's not too many places, if I know exactly where I'm going, that would take more than, like, one mana pool to get to. Because I'll have the maps discovered and stuff. Or at least after the first trip, I'll have the maps discovered. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, honestly. I did it a little bit when I was, like, doing some Countess farming to get my soul rune and stuff. Don't mind me just running through the freaking poison. And it was, God, did it feel good. What's the best chest farm for runes? I know I've heard of Lower Karast, but is that best? Or I know you mentioned the one that's inside the underground area in Karast down there. Is that better than Okay, is the best. Or Sewer 2. The only time I've ever done Lower Karast is on online. And I just did it in Players 1 lobbies. And I did it for like a couple hours and got jack shit. Obviously, because I couldn't bump it up to higher player count and stuff. Then I was like, fuck this. And I just went back to killing mobs because I like killing mobs. Okay, it's for offline only? Oh, gotcha. It's pointless online. Yeah, I must have watched a video that was for offline, because I remember like reading that, like to go farm it or whatever. But it was so long ago, I don't remember. It was ages ago. I haven't farmed LK in a long time. It might not even have been a video. It might have just been a, It might have just been like a Reddit post saying like LK is good to farm, and so I like would go and try it. So how hard is it to get, like... If I were to farm runes... doing Players 8 chest runs... Obviously there's a lot of RNG involved. Let's just say this, because of the RNG, how long would it take to get, like, 3 high runes? Let's just say that. I was gonna say how long would it take to make, like, say, an Enigma or something. I mean, obviously there's RNG in anything, but, like, what would you guys say is roughly the average? Am I looking at, like, days, weeks? Like... I just have no gauge on what, like, the difficulty of it is. There's YouTube videos about that? Okay. I'll check out some YouTube videos on it when I'm off stream, I guess. Yeah, I guess I was just, you know, in my head I was, like, just thinking, like, I wonder if should I be even hoping for anything that requires high runes, or are they just that rare? that I shouldn't even, like, really put it on my radar too much. Player 7 TZ cows can drop burr. Gotcha. Isn't offline TZ zones, like, isn't there a website you can go to see what time, like, I can see exactly what time TZ cows is gonna be? Yeah, not the one you gave me. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I can find it, that one, to the whatever the list is or wherever. I can Google it later. But I was just curious if it existed. Because I was pretty sure people said that you could, like, deterministically tell, so yeah. Wait, I have a weird situation. Why does my cast... Why do I... Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just used to my druid's teleport with his staff out. It feels like my teleport is faster right now. Like, it feels like my FCR is higher on this character than my other Sorc, but I don't think it is. I'm fairly certain my other Sorc has more FCR. Well, we gone through like 2 zones without getting a waypoint, so let's actually try to find the waypoint here, and then we'll go back to Maggot Lair. Check, it's all about breakpoints. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm at... Does it tell me here? I'm at 65 on this character, but my other Sorc, I'm fairly certain I had Spirit, just like this character. I had Stealth, just like this character. And I was running FCR on my both rings and an amulet, just because I thought, like, I wasn't thinking about breakpoints at the time. Which means technically, I'm at 65. I should have been at 85 on my... So, both characters should be at the same breakpoint, then, if that's the case. So it should be exactly the same as my other Sorc. It's probably just because I played a shit ton of Druid with a staff and not much FCR. And I'm just remembering my Druid speed and not my Sorc teleport speed. Oh, maybe latency? Oh, that'd be interesting. Since I'm in offline, my, like, latency is a lot better. That's possible. I mean, I say my latency is better. It shouldn't even be a factor in offline. Yeah, that's really interesting. That is a good point. There's the waypoint. Yo, wait. No shot. It's 5:40 a.m. already? What the fuck? Wait, no. Wait. Is that right? What the fuck? Guys, do you know what I was literally just thinking in my head? I was thinking, I think I'm probably gonna end the stream at 5 a.m. tonight. Like, so I can get to sleep at a reasonable time. I say that every night. I was literally about to say that, and before I said it, I looked at the time. It's freaking 5:40. Son of a beach. What the fuck? I've just been vibing. Honestly, it's just so chill farming on the Sorc, to be honest. Other than those lightning immunes in, other than the lightning immunes, it's been really chill. In catacombs. That's the word I was looking for. Catacombs. I will say, like, I know this game's about having, like, different builds to do different things. But I would love just, like, one character that can just destroy everything. Except for, like, obviously have a smiter for, like, the big bosses. My inventory's full. Let's go back. Hammerden is best bet. Or Borzaic. I think I'd rather... As much as I'm, like, not the biggest fan of Hammerden, or at least, every time I make one, I don't like them at lower levels. I need to get higher level. But... Man... Frostburns actually would be kind of cool to use for mana, but I got an ethereal pair. Sad day. It's fine. Obviously, I don't want them anyway. I want MF gloves later, regardless, so it's really not a big deal. I might keep them, even though probably won't for very long. Oh shit, I need to empty my cube. Okay, so unfortunately I do need to find a stopping point at some point. Well, we're definitely finishing Maggot there first. I guess I do, yeah. After Maggot Lair, I'm gonna have to go. I don't want to, I'm gonna be honest, but I don't want to fuck up my schedule. What's gonna happen is I felt really good today, like I talked about, and if I stay up too late, I'm gonna feel really shitty tomorrow, and it's gonna be a shitty stark contrast, so... Yeah, I will say it is tempting to someday... Like, I do kind of want to make a Hammer Pally someday, which, I mean, I probably will, because I'll probably be leveling my Smiter as Hammer for at least a portion of the time. So I'll be able to give it a decent test. Oh no, we're immune to lightning. Fuck. You know what? I'm not dealing with that crap. So what is it? Normal difficulty? Normal difficulty static was getting the mobs really low health, but Nightmare, it seems like it only gets them to, like, 25%. Oh, Hell only gets to 50%? Okay. I was wondering why, I had it in my mind that, like, the mobs will probably only get to, like, 25%, and then I noticed when I was leveling that it would let me go past that, and I was like, oh, maybe I've been wrong this whole time, and it does let you go under 25%. And then I realized that, what's it called? Obviously, then I get to Nightmare, and it's not going below 25%, so I'm like, oh, well, shit. Oh, really? If you play Classic, then you can static them? Does anybody do that? Do people do, like, Classic challenges where they turn off expansion and play that? I've never really seen anything like that. Oh, you play Classic? Nice. Is there still a ladder? It's a big challenge. Gotcha. Oh, there is a ladder? No space, no rune words. Damn. Yeah, no rune words. It's pretty crazy. Oh, really? No shared stash? That's a weird choice to, like, get rid of. Interesting, because it's not like shared stashes weren't a thing in... It's not like that's a Lord of Destruction feature, that's just a remastered feature. And your stash is really small? Shit. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty crazy challenge. Anyways, folks, I think that is going to be it for me. It is 5:50 a.m. I need to get to sleep. Tomorrow's stream should be a bit longer. Than I should be starting a bit earlier than this one started. These last couple nights have been my busier nights, where I can't get on as early. But tomorrow and Thursday and Friday should be a bit better. So, yeah, thank you guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And then, yeah, we'll be streaming again for our daytime stream between 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. And then another stream between, I'd say probably between, like, 1 and 2:30. Probably on the earlier side. 1 to 2:30 a.m. Eastern. So, hopefully like an hour earlier than we did today. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Good night.